Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. I have a little tooth problem here and it will prevent me from talking clearly, but yeah, well, I'll do my best. You have here the topic of what can you expect in the month of November, and this reading will be focusing on some main themes, what you can expect, good things, what you need to be prepared for as well. We'll be diving into the topic of what you can expect alongside with spheres of life, meaning that I will open some cards about your career or workspace and I guess money that will encompass a category, and the other will be about love. And for those of you who are single, who are in a relationship looking for someone, and yeah, everything related to that will be in the reading in the second and third section. And for the pile selection, I have here the first pile with Malachite. It's like a small green blue stone. The second pile has Snowflake Obsidian, the dark stone, and the third pile has Clear Quartz, and the last one has this Serpentine stone. So take your time and pick your pile, see how it resonates for you, and I'll be seeing you in each pile you have chosen. Hi pile number 1, welcome to your reading. Your stone is Malachite. Apologies in advance for the pronunciation. I have a toothache right now and it will impede my ability to speak clearly. Nonetheless, I will try my best to convey the messages. So let's start with the first card being the Tower. I know this is not the most favorite card, but hear me out, this is a positive message here. So you have it alongside the Ace of Swords, which for me honestly means that in the past, in your recent past, you have had a peak either in negativity or in mental confusion, because the Ace of Swords is all about ideas, communication, as well as clear thoughts. And in reverse, I felt like it was a tower moment in regards to like feeling out of control, feeling singled out, or feeling like the world is like against you, or everything is out of your reach, out of control. Something like this. I felt like there could be powerlessness involved in here, and like a coping mechanism in which you might have felt like rationalizing or thinking about the situation in such a way that it made you, or it gave you a feeling of control, made you feel perhaps more empowered. And I see in this next month you bringing more clarity and feeling more concentrated on one specific goal or on one specific task. This is a very concentrated energy that I see here in the case of the Page of Wands in reverse. It's as though you're wanting to find the outlet for your energy, for your passion, or for your motivation in general, and because of that mental confusion, it felt like you didn't have the opportunity to express, or you felt like you felt very conflicted. This next month will be about clarity, will be about organizing things, and bringing more order into your life. If the last month was any less than that, this pile as well in the next month will. I love this. Like honestly, the Devil is in reverse, and the Four of Wands will find more awareness and clarity. I sense here a theme of discernment and detachment. I do not know what you're engaging with or what you're doing, but it felt to me like with this World card especially, like you are releasing opinions of people, releasing outcomes, and being more centered and interested in your own well-being. The devil as well in this case I felt to be similar to, a person trying to seek out relationships or trying to give out their authenticity or their truth or their preferences for the sake of finding friends. Four of Wands, first card in reverse. You might have bargained with your own like values for some people and it wasn't worth it. And in this next month, you might be feeling at times alone, but it's the good type of alone in which you will find that it is better that way than seeking out company that is not meant to be yours or is not beneficial to you. As well, if this pile will have some offers, please be mindful, whether it be job offers, offers in general, dubious relationships, or people in general should be avoided in this case. And I believe you have the right discernment for you to know and feel what is right, what specifically is good for you and what is not, because the devil card is temptation. And the image in here represents the same concept. You could have a partner, you could have like a person or a new person trying to show interest, signs of interest, if you're single and interested in that. But please be on the lookout. I feel like this pile doesn't need to be reminded about this because of the discernment aspect I felt, but still, it is better to listen to yourself than to let things go in the wrong direction. This pile in general, with this first row, this is not the classical everything is in motion thing uh, with my life in the exterior. This is not a reading about someone who is going to experience like a lot of things externally, though the quality of your experiences internally will be very much equal in value. That means what will be happening inside of you, what I've talked about, discernment, listening to your own voice, intuition, detachment, and healthy, authentic decisions will be much more valuable in the long term, much more powerful and long lasting as an impact than, let's say, an event or a circumstance in which like you meet false people and circumstances or offers that are not what they seem. This pile is all about quality and not quantity. And if you've had turmoil, then you will experience a level of peace and clarity here with these three cards in the beginning of the reading. We have here the next three cards will be about your work life. So I felt like with this Emperor in reverse, something about this section speaks about the boss. And I felt distinctly like you might have like a situation in which you receive the money a bit later on. So I would recommend you save up the money. If you feel like this is about you, if this has happened in the past, then definitely keep a watchful eye on your expenses and on the way you direct money, because you might need to save up a little bit. With this Seven of Pentacles, I think this is going to be two ways. For those of you who are experiencing a very demanding job where you feel like you are working too much and the schedule is very demanding, then it means for me that you should be mindful to set some time for yourself and be also careful that you might have some further experiences similar to these. That means if you are hoping for a less demanding like job, then you should probably think about another one because of the world card. So if you are experiencing dissatisfaction, or you're feeling like the job that you're in right now is not for you, or that is taking a lot of energy and is not giving you enough money, then I would consider changing the job, because the world card is about endings. And especially here, people who have problems with their bosses, their boss being passive aggressive, or things related to negativity in the background, I feel like it would be best if you were to find another way, maybe find another job. This is like a hint, um, advice. And for the other people, those of you who are working a job, who are feeling like this job is not demanding, yet it is not paying you enough as well, maybe it is time to change the job. That's what I see clearly with those cards. And about the job situation in the next month, you have to either take responsibility on some sort of choice here in regards to your career, meaning that maybe you should be taking things in a more direct manner. For example, if you felt like this job was like a 9 to 5, but it gave you no sense of value or progression, then I would consider changing jobs, or at least thinking about a way out, finding a job that is fulfilling and that is bringing you the necessary money. Overall, the first pile in regards to your job, you have to do a little bit of digging in that direction, because I sense here a sense of dissatisfaction, and you'll have to take things in your own hands. Yeah. That means for me being more proactive about seeking a job, meaning that you have to research more ways, more strategies in which you engage in seeking a job. That means either asking a friend, or literally researching, or changing the way in which you approach the idea of a job or working. Okay, moving on to the next three cards. This is going to be your love life. So for this pile, if you are single, it is a more or less pleasant type of single, because I see the cards here indicating a person being too busy on themselves, on doing things, and rather being more absorbed either in their hobbies, in their work, personal projects, or the combination of cards can indicate that you're not ready, or that you're on the brink of shifting things in regards to love or love life. Why? Because I see the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords in upright would be concerning, but in the reverse, it means that if you are single, you can seek out people, you can seek out experiences with dating or finding new people in general, and it would be beneficial for you to basically leave that comfort zone or leave that familiarity and seek out the new connections. And you've got choices, by the way. If you are single and seeking partners, then you've got choices here, and you just have to be more aware of them. Like, I feel like this pile might have a lot more choices than they are fully realizing, because of the Seven of Cups here. I feel like if you just only set your mind to it, you can actually find lots of things available, to be honest. And that's what I feel with this first card, however. The last card is like, give me some time to work on myself. I don't know why. If you are with someone, if you are not single, and this is about your love life in the next month, then that means things might have already been settled. You might be living together, but you might be feeling a level of separation with that person. But somehow this month will not be about love. It will be about your passions, your explorations. But you might have a leeway or like an open window for talks, spending time together. But yeah, it's more like you spending time alone here. This could be that you're having like a partner, but you're not as close, and you know, things are more or less predictable. Okay, and the last card will be advice, and it's the Nine of Swords. Okay, so in regards to the advice, I think this will be very relevant to the first section of the reading. Do not give in to your fears. That means do not believe the stories that your mind is telling you, and be more careful with the state of your emotions, because they might be coloring your perception, your world. And do whatever it takes for you to get out of the house, if that means clearing out your mind. Be very mindful of your energy where you invest it, because if you are going to invest your time in states of psychological, let's say, misery, then you might be, in this case, perpetuating this state. And it feels to me like the next month is all about shifting this, is all about changing and perceiving a new perspective in life. That's what I have for the first pile. It feels to me like the world is not as bad or is not as miserable as you might be imagining it to be. As well, don't stay at home too much. Like, I encourage you with this card to be outside more, or to just like leave your home if you can, and do not sit at home in bed. That's something that resonates. Your surroundings might be affecting your mood, and you can change that obviously with this card. And especially it being in reverse, the next month will not be about your previous fears or your previous states of your mind or emotions. So that was all for Spile. I hope you enjoyed the reading. Like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, and check out my old videos as well. Take care. Bye. Hi, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. Beginning with the first card, which is the Ten of Pentacles. I love what I see here. Three of Pentacles and Four of Wands. You might be having some celebrations at work in the next month. Either it be because of a birthday or because of some sort of milestone celebration in your company or in the workplace in general, because the three of Pentacles is about workspace and all related to that. Overall, I see a very positive workspace situation in your case, but I'll get back to your work life after describing these. So the Ten of Pentacles can be unexpected money for this pile. That means you might be unexpected money is pretty self-explanatory, but it might be coming from an unexpected as well way or venue. That means if you are having tips being given at your work, then you might be having luck in that. Or if this is not about necessarily money, this can be, I believe, converted to good karma. That means you have given a good um, you have given a good service or a good advice for someone, and this can come back as something positive money wise, or as I said, like good luck or karma. That means you have done your work in a very honest and decent way. And this can as well, with the Four of Wands, be a sign of celebration or a sign of good luck. I love the cards. Very friendly, warm, and inspiring ones for the next month is as well a theme of like harvesting, like you sow or what you reap. Or is it the other way around? Like I forget. Um, yeah, you got the idea in general. Four of Wands can be as well celebrations not only at your workplace, but at your home as well. So if you are having upcoming birthdays, celebrations at your home, like relatives' birthdays or weddings, whatever, then this is a good sign that you'll be having fun or things will go smoothly in regards to like how the atmosphere will be. And overall, a very luxurious month will be about the second pile. Um, if you've had lack of cooperation at work, if you've had difficulties in regards to money, things are settling in the best way possible for you. Just be careful here with the Nine of Wands, the fourth card, to not overwork yourself or to not believe in the worst case scenario, because this pile might be on the lookout for things going wrong, but with the Two of Pentacles, things will go perfectly smoothly and perfectly well. And I love to see these I wanted to say this and these, and yeah, I love to see things going in the right direction, even if you might be ready for the worst thing happening. You have as well the Four of Swords. That means you'll have to justly and perfectly adjust your working schedule and your work life in general, with the resting and with finding the right window of opportunity to take a power nap for some, or to not want everything done all at once. So this pile might be having that period of extra activity, but you'll have to organize yourselves. That means organize in the way of not doing everything at once. That means leaving something for later. And I know procrastination is not a good thing, but especially if you are experiencing burnout or if you're prone to overworking yourselves and wanting perfectionism, then this is a very good sign for you to stop and to basically reevaluate and retrace your steps, because this month for you is not about work, is not about stress, is not about panicking over how perfect things are. This month more so is about you finding the right balance, especially with the Two of Pentacles, finding the middle way. And the middle way is all about like balance, is all about harmony, and is all about as well balancing the extremes. That means working and functioning in a decent way. Moving on, I love what I see. Yeah, I said that in the beginning of the reading, but you have in work life King of Cups, Nine of Pentacles, and Five of Pentacles. So this pile, if you are afraid like you're not going to receive money, or if you're afraid that your expenses will be higher than your raise, than your um, pay, then don't be, because things will settle in the best way possible. King of Cups in general as an atmosphere at work is a very good thing, especially with the Three of Pentacles, the message I have told you there. It is a very diplomatic setup, or a very diplomatic workspace in general. With the Nine of Pentacles, you might be having that feeling like you enjoy going at work, or that your work somehow allows you to feel paradoxically free, or that you can do actually your work in a very proper and successful way. And no doubt this will be rewarded here. I do not see anything negative rather than your attitude in here with the Five of Pentacles. You might be a little bit in general like prone to overly dramatization, or like overly I don't know how to say that. Being dramatic or being stressed about some situation that you're afraid is going to happen, or just being very like on edge when it comes to what can happen, how much I control things, or how can I control this so this doesn't happen. Yeah, I see more so a stress that is coming from your side rather than the actual reality or the things that are happening outside. Okay, so I have covered the work-life thing. I guess you don't have anything to worry about, because as well your work life can be for some pleasurable, for some with a lot of like free time, and things should be going smoothly there. Moving on to the love life, you have the Hanged Man. So this goes two ways, positive and negative. That means if you've had a negative thing, a negative reoccurring theme in your love life, then this might as well be prolonged. If it is a positive thing, for example, if in the present moment or in your recent past you experienced a level of calmness or things going in a certain way, you will experience that further. And especially here, if it is negative, then you'll have to change something. And I saw here in this representation of the Hanged Man, this man holds the key, and he can freely liberate himself. Somehow, something about this pile in regards to their love life completely lies in their own hands or is on their responsibility. The problem, of course, if you perceive a problem in your love life, then much depends on you, and you have the key to your own problems in regards to solving and the best way in which you can go about finding the right option for you. You have as well the Six of Cups, a very good card to have in that regard. If you are having a long-term partner, this is a positive message that means you'll have cooperation, a level of friendliness, or a level or some degree of cooperation. You might be doing things together, you might be talking a lot or exploring new ideas together. Like, it is an exchange here because the card represents two people exchanging flowers. And this is a very peaceful card as well. That means you are not going to have like very strong emotions or like arguing. This is not going to be about this month. And you have the Justice card. I felt as well like this pile will have like clarity and more authenticity in regards to your boundaries or things you like and don't like. And this month will be very primed for you expressing yourselves, your needs, your preferences, your likes, dislikes, and because this justice is here, I can say as well, it is a good time to express. You might be having like periods of time in which is not the best possible like month for expression in that regard. I know boundaries can and need to be defended at all times, but this is the best time for a talk. This is the best time for a peaceful resolution and a discussion that will highlight the good things and the bad things in a very balanced and peaceful way. Okay, so we have the three of wands in advice section, and I think and feel like this pile doesn't have to worry about their future. Everything is going in a very normal, peaceful and stable way. It is a card of managing your daily life in complete balance and harmony. It is as well having a degree of control over your life and over your circumstances. And you might not actually experience some like peaks of negativity here in your next month, November. It is a sign to basically trust in yourself. It is a sign to trust in how things are going. And as well, um, look in on the horizon and basically like wish more, because it is a very like building my life type of scenario in which you very slowly but surely make things go and make things set things in motion. That's the best word for that. So overall I see a very predictable yet in a positive way, like stable outcome for the second pile. The only thing I saw here that needs to be addressed is perfectionism, boundary setting, and the Hanged Man representing the love life, suspension of like problems. This could as well be the time for you expressing the things that you do not like. And the person, if you are with someone, like the person will not be as triggered and will be more susceptible to the communication of the boundaries. So overall, good luck with your life and keep on doing the good things, because I sense like this pile is going in the right direction. And with this 10 of Pentacles especially, if you are doing good, if you are sincerely helping people, if you are sincerely interested in the well-being of the people that you come in contact with, you will receive some sort of gratitude, either as a feeling or as like for some a reward. And I love that for many people are not even expecting that. They are feeling it like on a very authentic level, that they do not need a reward. They are just happy to be of service for people. And I love that as well. So that was all. Second pile. I hope you enjoyed. I hope it resonated with you. If it did, comment below, like the video and subscribe, and make sure to check out my old videos as well. Take care of yourselves. See you in the next videos. Bye. Welcome to your reading third pile, Clear Quartz. So I want to say this reading actually amazes me a little bit, but I guess I'll be telling you that in a minute. This pile had a very specific person that they wanted to be with, or that you were awaiting for a sign of interest for someone, from someone. Them being represented by the Knight of Wands, and somehow you felt like, you know, it's a 50-50 situation, or this person is not reliable, and you kind of were like worried, or you felt like they won't reciprocate. And I felt like, the good thing that will happen in this pile, if it hasn't happened already, is that they are going to go away and not reciprocate. And this will be the best possible thing that will happen for you, because you have been saved. If this will resonate, then yeah, you're in the right place. Knight of Wands as a person can be someone who's not very serious in regards to setting like long-term relationships, because that can be a person who's um, in for the passion and for the feelings, for the strong feelings, but in the long term they can be quite indecisive. And yeah, overall I sense like you might actually know that this is not the right person, but even even if you know that, you might still feel a little bit heartbroken. Overall, I see you as a very generous person by the Six of Pentacles, and in this next month, you will be having or experiencing a level of abundance that will be having a very positive effect on your mental health in general. Not only that, you'll be helping a lot of people in demand, and you will receive some sort of like recognition or mutual like gratitude for your presence, for acknowledging like the work that you are doing. I see this pile bracing the courage to, with this death card, cutting some non-benefic ties or non-beneficial relationships in general. These three cards I have been talking about, like a person who's not committed. I feel like this can go in the past, and you being more generous, yet generous with the right people. So that means if you feel like a person is not reliable, then you are not going to give that same level of reliability for them. And like this pile is learning their lesson, which is a very good and fortunate thing. You have the Lover's card, and this is all about fortunate choices and as well very lucky and long-term successful agreements. So if you have a work offer that you feel is right for you, if you have some in alignment choices that are not seductive, that are not false, that are not having like a shady aspect to them. If you feel like kickstarting something new, and it's all like in accordance with your intuition and your feelings, then this can be a very powerful month for the future. For the future, like cooperations with people, this can be a very transformative month for you as well. And expanding your own boundaries, in the sense of, for example, if you're working on a specific project and this project was helping like a demographic, you might be discovering, for example, how can others as well benefit from it, or just expanding your area of work in general. A very fortunate combination of cards. It will require you to get out of your comfort zone with the death card, and especially here, not only with work but with people in general. So you might have been overall a very generous person in general. That means you didn't have a distinction with whom you are going to like give your unconditional attention, love, and support. But over time, some things could have happened that you discovered that it was unfair, like the exchange was unfair. That means you could have given a person something and they did not appreciate it, and now you are like learning the lesson of like, okay, we have to see, and we don't have to give things that are not going to be appreciated to the wrong people. And it's like a lesson learned. And in dating as well, you're going to be more, you're going to either elevate your expectations or you are going to be more mindful with whom you are engaging with. I think this is a very beautiful unfolding moment in the cards that is being shown and reflected and will be reflected in the next month. That means you are expanding, you are evolving, you are changing as a person, you are becoming I don't like the better person type of like word combination. I see here a person realizing their potential, and by doing that they realize that they can be more, they can provide more, and they can be more happy in and more charitable, and in that they can actualize their abundance. Basically, that's beautiful. I love what I see here. Of course, not with the small bitter lessons here with the Nine of Swords, but this is all like happening for the greatest good of yours and for you gaining the experience. Like if something like these past experiences were very formative, very powerful in regards to your character growth. So, interesting because you've got here the work situation. You might be handed some work options if you're looking for a job. If you're working, then you might be offered like a reward with the Ace of Pentacles or like a gift. Some people will be very much indecisive whether they should be taking the gift or whether they should be taking basically the reward in here because of the Four of Cups, because this card is about refusal, and I sense here being hesitant basically for some reason, and you might have at work some recognition for your success with the Knight of Cups. It felt to me like you are not necessarily aware or conscious about the fact that you're doing your work in a very good way. No matter what is the setup, like you're going to be rewarded for the quality of your work. I do not know what kind of work, but it's as though you have forgotten about the value that you provide, and the universe will be like more proactive in showing you that. For singles, if you're not in a relationship, then you might be having as well an offer or some special attention from a Knight of Cups, and you might be like very professional and refusing that or not wanting to mix things. Yeah, let me check uh, if that's like resonant, if that's resonating with you. You have the World card and the Fool. So this situation really depends, like the response or the best possible option for you really depends on your choice. If you feel like someone is having a romantic interest towards you and you're interested in a short-term relationship, then you can go for it. But if you're interested in something more, then you should be ending it and keeping things neutral. That was a very double-sided message, because honestly I saw these cards and I set the intention for them to be about the work life, and it was a very clear message of like someone wanting to show you signs of interest. Very weird. And it could be a water sign, by the way. It doesn't have to be, but it can be. Okay, in love life, you have Emperor. So if you're single, then this month you can be with someone, and this can be a very decent choice if you're going to wait it out all out. Either it is that you are a very high standard person, having high standards in regards to dating, and very restrictive of your energy, which is right. I believe this is the right course of action, but you might be having King of Wands as a potential like person with whom you can end up with. I want to say in here that this can be a fire sign, This can be a decent choice. You might be meeting them in the month of November, and for some you have already met them, and you're like building the relationship, but you're hesitant towards going in a very accelerated way, so you might be wanting or liking for things to go slower, which is completely fine. Because I see here the Emperor card, I believe this person does have the maturity or the proper patience for you to feel the process and not rush into things. I see a very decent partner here, which I really appreciate for the third pile. Aside from them being a fire sign, they can be having fire placements as well. If even that doesn't resonate, this can be a very impulsive, fiery character, charismatic, hot blood, type of character. Though with you they will show restraint and patience and grace. Grace in the way of like patience and wanting you to feel right, the right way. So that's interesting. I love what I see here in regards to love as well. With the Four of Pentacles, I feel like this person either might be jealous in their nature, or they might be very much reluctant to give you away so easily. So you might be expecting some fighting. Honestly, like this card, Four of Pentacles, is like someone, that man will, and if you're a man, then yeah, you can switch and say that this is like an empress, or like, you know that. So I feel like this person might be fighting for you. That means they're not going to let you go so easily. So you can expect that. Also, if you know this person, or yeah, something along these lines, they might be spying on you, they might be watching you, they might be waiting for the right opportunity for them to show up or to show interest or to make themselves known. Okay, so you have the last card, which is the Queen of Pentacles, as an advice. So as an advice, it is inviting you to focus on your finance, on your stability, and it's as well inviting you to root yourselves into some sort of routine, to create stability in your life. And if you can cultivate stability in your life, then everything will go in the right direction. It is as well placing priority on money and on making money in general, because it feels to me like this pile is thriving on having enough money or having stability. And if you are not having that, things can go sideways. So with the Queen of Pentacles, I would encourage you to think and invest your attention in your stability, in your financial reliance. Sorry for the mumbling. So I guess everything should be fine if you are going to keep a watchful eye on your own state of mind, on your own money. That's definitely what I see. And you can be a person that other people can rely on. I'm talking about the loved ones. And of course, partner, if you have or don't have one yet. But you have to invest yourselves in creating stability in your life. So that was all. I hope you enjoyed the reading, and I hope it resonated with you. If it did, comment below and like and subscribe. And I really hope to see you in the future. Bye. High pile number 4, the Serpentine stone. So let's see what the November will be about for you. You have the first cards, Eight of Swords, Two of Swords, and the Seven of Pentacles. It feels to me like you are releasing some expectations and leaving behind something that is not in your alignment. Something that is not in alignment with who you are. So you could have some goals right now. You could have had those, like you could have had some expectations or desires that, thank God, they're not happening. It feels to me like this could have been a relationship you wanted, or a desire, a very specific one that didn't come to fruition. And it didn't come to fruition because it was not meant to be yours, or because it wasn't about to bring some positive thing or improvement to your life. And it feels to me like a very fortunate situation, despite the fact that with the Eight of Swords, you might be feeling like the universe is against you, or like, I'm done, I'm not fulfilled, I'm not feeling all right. And as well, the Seven of Pentacles, it feels to me like you are about to realize that, like you are about to realize the falseness, or the what is not right in that desire. I don't know what's this about, but you can be wishing for a quick fix. You can be wishing for something that can make you happy short term, but in the long term it won't affect you, or it won't really bring much value or happiness to your life, and therefore it was not being granted. The good news is, however, with the Two of Swords from the other pile, from the other like row, because it's the Two of Swords from another deck, it talks about setting new goals and more authentic goals, and finding more clarity and determination in the new quality of goals that you will be setting. So the next month will be about a new page, a new chapter in your life, in your history. And especially with the Ace of Wands in here, I felt like you will be very happy. You'll be very much excited, passionate, motivated about a choice of yours, manifested by the Ace of Wands. This could be a very spontaneous idea. This could be work related. This could be something more of a project, or something that you will be engaging in passionately. As well, this next month, this November, will be about celebrating things with your friends, about going out with your friends and spending a lot of time with your friends. Don't be afraid to reach out to them, or don't be afraid to go out, because in this pile you might be experiencing some sort of new inspiration from your friend groups, or from your close proximity of like people. And these are like positive connections. This could be like best friends, or simply friends, or simply like people you know, like acquaintances, or something along these lines. Honestly, I have taken cards for each sphere of your life. And in the sphere of finances or work, this is more like work life. You have the Moon, Ten of Wands, and the Hanged Man. Overall, this person who's watching might be experiencing a work setup that they do not enjoy, or your work is not in accordance with your values. And this reading is trying to hint you some small like detail that you should be reconsidering your either financial choices or your work life. If you are feeling like this work is not benefiting or not bringing value to who you are, then you're highly encouraged to basically seek something else out, and do it in a very slow paced manner, because you have here the Moon. So I felt like, honestly, this is not the best possible work that you're doing, especially if you feel burnt out, or if it is that you're enjoying the work. Then most likely this reading is trying to tell you that You might be experiencing some setbacks, or you might be burnt out, or like overworking yourselves, or taking too much responsibility, way too much than you can actually handle. And be careful with the workload that you take upon yourself, especially here with the Hanged Man, because you have to avoid situation at work that might be like such where the boss or the people, co-workers, give you some work that is not yours and that you should be avoiding, for example. I saw the Seven of Swords in here, and I felt like this could be a very dual message, meaning that you might be a very like honest person and wanting to work in a very honest and sincere manner, but with that perspective, careful so that you don't take too much upon you, or so that people don't actually like take advantage of that. And actually in here you are encouraged with this Seven of Swords to seek alternative ways to serve that is not going to be to your own detriment. And overall with the moon, everything about this card speaks of confusion, unknown, foggy situations. So I'd be very careful if I were you in your workspace, because right now it is not primed for the best like atmosphere ever. So I'd be like doing my job, my side of the job, and I'd be leaving shortly because it doesn't feel like the best place to be at right now. The next section will be about your love life. I want to say two things. Because you've got here the Three of Pentacles and the Three of Swords, you might have had a friendship situation, or you might have been friend-zoned. That is something. If it's not that, you might be heartbroken over something from your past with the Three of Swords, and you might be hesitant to want relationships anymore, or you might be really disappointed in relationships in general. But what I'm trying to with what I'm trying to cheer you up in here with this pile is the Two of Cups that you have in the reading, and it's indicating a very harmonious, equal give and take relationship that can be arising at the horizon in the month of November, if you are seeking this out. If you are with a partner, however, then that means this will happen with your present partner right now. Three of Pentacles is a very cooperative card, so that means you might be like in a good space to work out problems, issues, and things to do together. This can as well be that you will be spending together with your partner some time, or you'll be engaging in like activities in general that would involve like a very positive interaction between you two. For some, the Three of Swords that I saw in here, and I was like confused, okay, it could be that you might be having some expectations about your partner and they're not being fulfilled, or that you feel like you have a lot to give with your love, but it is not being fully reciprocated. I would say in this phase specifically to focus on what is available in the relationship, and if the person is capable of cooperating you in a friendly manner and that's all they can give, then please enjoy and relish in that feeling. If however you want more, this can happen. I see that happening more in the future, but if you have a partner who's more slow, then this will unfold. Like maybe they're not ready, but you have to be or you have to try to be more slower, to be slower in your approach to pursuing this relationship and not wanting everything all at once, basically. Apologies for my pronunciation, but I have like a toothache and it's preventing me from talking clearly, and especially expressing. It's so annoying at times. As well, this pile might be actually hiding things from their partner, and it's so confusing because you have the Two of Cups and the Three of Swords as though you're hiding something or you're not wanting to upset your partner, or if you're single, it's as though you're unwilling to show your true emotions or every side of you or every part of you that you're feeling. And use your discernment and choose and pick whatever you feel like expressing, but definitely take things in a slower manner. The focus in here is more primed towards your personal goals in the month of November, and especially towards your love life. Less it's being focused around your finances and work. It's not even finances, but more it's like a situation or more from your workspace that are not so like healthy, let's say. And as an advice card, you have the Seven of Swords. This Seven of Swords, I honestly hate the card, but I want to say something. When it falls like advice, it tells you to be very as well discerning, where you should be more cunning, where you should be more like outsmarting the other person, but doing so in a very ecological manner. That means if you are caught, for example, in manipulative situation where you obviously feel like this person is trying to somehow bargain with you, you are being invited to see and perceive the situation clearly. So much so that you need to outplay or to play yourself out of the situation. That means at times you have to be tricky as well. But as I said, the emphasis is on the ecological manner in which you are going to engage in that. That means, for example, if your work situation involves you to be active or present for more than, I don't know, what you were agreeing upon when you started working, like spending an extra hour, then perhaps this is like an invitation to as well outplay and find excuses and basically I don't know how fair that is, but it feels to me like you cannot simply remain silent and remain played, you know. You have to engage in some sort of like response in here that would make you quit the situation, quit the manipulation the best way possible. And this could be very much work related. In friendships, you are required to just enjoy your stay basically and be happy about it. Actually, in friendships, you might be finding some good things and well spent quality time. And your friends can actually be very inspiring. I don't know who is this about, but don't separate yourself. Definitely go out if you are invited, or even you can initiate like the hanging out. But yeah, the focus in here is definitely on friendships, on spending time with people and like close relationship like partner, and keeping an watchful eye of your mental health, of your feelings, and of your like expectations from your partner. And if you're feeling rushed or if you're feeling like you are rushing, then take it slowly. Um, and give your partner a chance. Like this is something that is as well appearing in the reading. And as well from the three cards, don't be set up on like too much on goals, on ideas, being stubborn on pursuing something that is obviously not working, or like being stuck in your head. Two of Swords twice in this reading, being stuck on like being stubborn on pursuing something that is not truly in alignment with you. And this will resonate with you if you felt like you were doing something very consistently and it hasn't worked. But honestly, I can't see it clearly what it is, but this can be like this could be like a self-generated desire. Like this could be a very specific desire, like I'll not be happy if I will not buy these like earrings, whatever. Like I have to be happy if I will buy this ring, and if I don't have this ring, then my life will be ruined, something along these lines. And it's as though you're being preventing from deriving your happiness solely on achieving that goal, or solely from achieving the desired outcome. So that was your reading for Pile. I hope it resonated and I hope it was helpful for you. That was in regards to your month of November. If it did resonate, please leave a like, comment below, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I really hope the next month my toothache will be gone. But for now, that's all I can provide. Stay safe, and I hope to see you in the future. Bye.